Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the channel, or good afternoon, or good evening, whatever time it is when you're watching the video. So we are live. Hi, everyone in the comments. So we're going to be talking today about how to charge your everyday items to attract more of what you want. Okay. So if y'all want to get pen and paper, I'm going to be like just talking, and you could just write down a few things if you choose to. And maybe you could try this for yourself if you don't do this already, because I know a lot of y'all already do this. So a lot of people charge their items, their water, their jewelry, their crystals, and things like that, candles, to attract whatever it is that they're wanting to attract. So, or charge it with certain energies that they want to have, or to vibrate. So a lot of people ask me, well, how do I charge stuff? Okay. So I guess we can start with everyday things. So if you have a perfume, or if you make your own perfume, it's even better. But if you don't make your own perfume, you can just take any bottle of perfume and charge it with your intention, what you want to present or attract. So, for example, if you're going to charge a bottle of perfume with something, it can be to draw in money. You can use the same thing with oils, or love, or abundance, or a lover, or whatever it is you're trying to attract. You charge your perfumes with it. And if you make your own perfumes, you can charge it even more while you're making the perfume itself, because you could be playing certain music, have certain things going on in your house at the same time, and then bottle the perfume. You can charge the bottle, and then like leave it somewhere overnight charging as well, so that it can be very charged up. So maybe this perfume could be charged to enchant, or to get people to do what you want them to do, or to make sure that you're attracting abundance. And everyone who is going to interact with you that day is going to bring you abundance or something beneficial. So you spray it on, and charge your perfumes. So I'll tell y'all how I make this perfume if you guys are curious. You can order these bottles on Amazon. And I do have a link to my spiritual Amazon link that's at the top. I just recommend a bunch of stuff, whatever it is you want to look through. But they do have these perfume bottles on Amazon. And what I did was I got a couple of essential oils, and I got a base. You can use any type of alcohol, or vodka, or like the rubbing alcohol, or if you have a nice scented body spray, like from Bath and Body Works or something, you could use that as a base if it's a light scent. Or if you don't want a light scent, just use like a little bit of alcohol, mix it with water, and then your essential oils, and then just shake it, and you have your own perfume. So you can put whatever you want in there. So you're going to choose the scents or the oils that bring in whatever it is you're trying to create. So you can look up the meanings of different oils and what they attract and things like that to create your special bottle of perfume. All right. I also have this interesting bottle of perfume, and it's from the Middle East. I don't know what that says, but this smells really good. Uh-oh. My green screen is acting up. So this smells really good. It's very unique and strong. So especially in America, let me see if I turn it off. It has like a very unique smell that you don't really smell. I think that's a lot of the different types of scents that they use in different parts of the world. This is getting on my nerves. Okay. And something unique will also get people's attention. So if you have a very unique perfume or something, you can also charge that and use it, because that also will get attention because it smells so unique. Okay. And for beauty items, you can definitely charge your makeup and things like that. What I like to do is I like to keep crystals and things like that with my makeup, or stones and crystals with my makeup, or in my makeup bag. I just keep it in my makeup bag. And it keeps your makeup and things charged up to what you want it to, to be charged to. So you could do it for beauty enhancement, attracting abundance, attracting opportunities, attracting certain people, da, 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 da. So charge your makeup with crystals. Okay. So I keep crystals in my makeup bag, in my makeup drawer, in my bathroom. And you can just get those little stones wherever. They sell them pretty much everywhere now, but you definitely can order them online. I do have a store, and it's linked in the description bar, my own store, where you can buy lots of different stones and things like that. So I keep my stuff charged up. And then, like, I have this tea. I like to drink it out of, well, a cauldron is symbolic of a womb and creation. Okay. So it's not just Halloween decoration. So when you're trying to create something new or birth something new, you can use like a mug or something that reminds you of a cauldron or something like that. And you can make a tea in there, and whatever you're going to create that day, or birth that day, and ideas, or, anything you're trying to create, speak words into your teas, what you want to be birthed or created, and then drink it. And then you're going to be vibrating that frequency for the rest of the day, and da da da. So there you go. Also, like, my Level Up Cosmetics line, I name the items and the lipsticks and the cosmetics things too that are very helpful when you're wearing them, because the names of some of my lipsticks and things like that are magical, because it brings in a lot of abundance, especially my new lip plumpers. We have like the Venus energy in this one. This is called Venus. And we have Mercury. We also have pomegranate. And we also have strawberry. And we also have, I think there's one more. So you guys, you can check out Level Up Cosmetics. It's in the description. But like, this one is named Bewitched. So not the one I'm wearing, but it's a darker color. This one is named Bewitched. And when you wear it and, it's enchanted, you can speak to people and literally bewitch their senses. So this is why makeup companies use certain names on their products, because it goes hand in hand with, the use of the product. Okay. I have one called Love Potion, but I think y'all bought that one. I think it's sold out. I think it's super sold out. So that was the first one to go, as you know, because it's called Love Potion. But I'm probably going to try to restock it if I could. I'm going to try to restock it. Also, if you write and you want to charge your writing, or if you're writing, spells or manifestations, or your intentions, or some affirmations, or whatever, if you use a fountain pen and you take the ink and you charge it, because ink is liquid, so it can definitely be charged. You can speak into it, do whatever you need to do, speak your intentions into it. Or if you don't like those cartridges, you can use regular ink and do a dipping pen, or like some fountain pens you can refill with regular ink. So you charge your inks up, and then you write your intentions or whatever you're trying to do with the ink. So that's charged up too. So everything you do, you can incorporate your magic and your spirituality into it. The one thing I really like to do, because I know like all is mind, all is connected, and we have a lot of knowledge. We just don't really remember it until we relearn it. So what I do is when I get new books, I I take my books, especially books that have a lot of information or coded information, and I hold them and I say, I already know everything in this book. So when I read it, it's just going to be like a review. And when you do things like this, it's crazy because when you start to read the book, it's like you already knew all this stuff and you don't really struggle to understand it if it's complex because you've already just programmed yourself and that book to say that you already know everything in there. And so it's going to be like rereading it with understanding. So it's kind of like allowing yourself to open yourself up more to the understanding of this book and really knowing what it means and grasping all the knowledge in it with zero problems as if you're just reviewing it. So I like to charge my books as if I've already read them and I'm rereading them and I know everything in them already. So it helps you definitely get more understanding into higher learning. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. You said, yeah. And I think I linked my spiritual Amazon store here where I just list items that I think people would like. I'm not selling that stuff. It's just suggested items. And there might be some cauldron cups if you just keep scrolling down. It's a very long list, so you can pretty much scroll forever. And I've just been collecting a lot of stuff over the years, and I add it to my little spiritual shop, where you can shop. It's not my shop, but it's just on Amazon. It's like a collection of stuff that I have or suggest or might want to get. All right. You can't order my book in the UK. What? Okay, I'm gonna try to look into that. I don't know why they do that, so I'm gonna try to look into that and see what I can change. I don't know. I think the printing cost is too much there or something. Or if you have a certain type of book, they won't let you sell it in certain countries unless it's of lower print quality or unless it's a certain size. So it has to do with the print quality or the size. I'm not sure which one it is, but when I publish my books on Amazon, it says this book is not able to be sold here due to the printing quality or due to the size. So it's not anything that I can really do about it. It's just how the book is designed, and they can't really print there because maybe they don't have the equipment to print out certain things or whatever. But maybe you can find it used if somebody's already bought it and wants to resell it. Or I don't know. See if they have used versions somewhere because then they're already printed. Okay. Thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Okay, you love the new name? I've had the same name for 10 years on this channel. Sprinkle Sprinkle. All right. Okay. Some of y'all don't know I have 2 channels. That's okay. We won't forgive you. All right. Yeah, I got 2 channels. I created both of them near the same time, so I have 2 channels. Okay, another thing you can charge, of course, everybody knows you can charge water. This is the oldest thing that people, been doing forever. You just charge your bottled water for what you're trying to achieve. I charge this with positive energy, with, whatever. Charge your water with whatever you want to charge it to. Healthy eating or, abundance, whatever. Just charge it. Another thing you can charge are your clothing. Or your clothes. Okay. So in the old days, in some parts of the world, they used to hang their clothes up and burn incense underneath the clothes to perfume the clothes, so that when you wore them, they had a certain smell, and when you walk by, it just smelled beautiful because your clothes were infused with this very nice incense. that has been burning over, under the clothes. And so you can hang your clothes up and take some incense and, put it on the floor and burn like right under your clothing. Make sure it's not too close so you don't catch them on fire. But let the smoke rise into your clothes, or you can take the incense and just go around your clothes and let the type of incense for whatever intention that you're trying to put into your clothing. Like it could be love incense, it could be attraction incense, it could be money incense. So if you're like going on a job interview, or trying to start a business, or you're trying to attract people with money, you put attraction incense and money incense, and you burn those incense and let your clothes get smoked up with those incense smells. Then also you could do oils or whatever on, for your skin and hair. But when you do that with the incense and it's in your clothes, whenever you walk by, it's like a perfume that never wears off. Okay. Now you can get stick incense, coal incense, or you like not coal incense, but like the what do you call it? The resin incense. It's whatever you choose and whatever you have on hand. And like I said, if y'all are interested in those type of products, I do have a store and it's in the description link. Okay. It's called, you'll see it. It's Dark Realm Online Occult Shop. So you definitely can get all sorts of incense, stones, crystals, all that kind of stuff on my store. There's over 4,000 products on there. Copal, yes. So whatever it is that you want to, charge the clothing with, you choose the incense accordingly. All right. For y'all gold diggers or people that want a raise at work, if you have a male boss, I have this root called Jezebel root on my shop. And it's supposed to bring in men who want to spend money, and it's also supposed to help you get raises at work if you have a male boss. So you can get it on my shop. Let me see if you can get it on my shop. It's linked in the description bar. You'll see it. Called Online, Dark Realm Online Occult Shop. Definitely get you some. I keep it in my house. It said if you keep it in your purse and keep it in your desk at work, it should attract men with money or promotions or things like that. Yep, that's what it's called. I think I have some. I think I have some somewhere. Like I have a little pouch that I put it in, and then I keep it in my purse, or I keep it. You can make an oil with it too. Like get you some like grapeseed oil, and then you can put some other stuff in it to make it smell good. But then put the little Jezebel root in the oil, because if you don't want to carry it with you, you could just make an oil with it and then put the oil on. Okay. So you can do that. Yeah, it's also to attract men with money. When I first started selling that Jezebel root, it would sell out quick. I haven't really advertised it in a while, but yeah, that's what you can even like if you like candles, you can take a candle, like any candle, and wait till it's melted a little bit at the top after it's burned a while, and you can stick some Jezebel root in the wax while it's still wet, or melt it. And then the next time you light your candle, you can light it with the intention of bringing in men with money. Okay. You said you keep Jezebel root, yes. Works from home, yeah. But in order to meet people, I mean, unless they're coming to your house, it's going to be hard to meet people if you stay at home all the time. So you definitely do have to go out. But if you keep it in your house, definitely going to help people, men give you money. So unless you work from home, yeah. I keep it, so it works for me. I remember when I did, like I made like a little sachet and I made oil and I did all this, and you can even put some in your bath water before you go out on a date. and then rub it on and stuff like that. I used to do all that like a couple of years ago, and I always got money, always. People just giving me money for no reason. James would just give me money for no reason, and um, it works. So just try it, and you're going to be mindful of it. Yes, get it, get it. Don't eat it. Don't eat it. It's not ingestible. Yeah, you can make an oil with it. So like, you can even use like grapeseed oil, a light smelling oil that's not strong, so that it's not thick and heavy. So just something light that you can dabble on. Grapeseed oil is pretty cheap, and it doesn't have a heavy scent, so it makes a good oil it makes a good carrier oil for herbs and stuff. Right. Yes, Amber. She said dried roses and Jezebel root before dates. Yes. So if you really want to attract, man to spend money on you, I'd put some in my purse, in my bra, put the oil on, whatever, and I would perfume my clothes with some incense for money, love, enchantment, like just you could combine it all, like whatever you can find. And I do have specialty incense on my shop for specific things, for love, lust, money, intuition, da, 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 da. So you could pretty much just go through all the incense and see what you can find. They come in cones as well as sticks, and also also have the traditional resin incense as well if you like those. But most of the ones that are already formulated for certain and specific things, I do have them on my shop. Let me see if I can find my shop. Let me see. I can just put the link here. Yeah, here we go. Copy. I'm going to put it here. And if you guys are interested in that shop, go ahead. I think it only ships within the US. And I'm sure y'all can find the same type of stuff in a shop in your own country if it doesn't, if you're just curious. But I think this shop only does to the US. It's my drop ship company. So they don't really ship outside of the US, I don't think. All right. Sorry. Sprinkle. Well, if you order it, will come with a piece of paper, or on the package, it'll tell you the best ways to use it, or you can look it up online and, see the best ways to use it, get more creative with it. But those are just the ways that I suggest. Okay. Jezebel root. When you go on my shop, just search Jezebel root in the link that I just put up there, and it'll come up. Then you can make your own oil with it if you want, but it's just a root. So for example, like if you get a jar or a bottle and you put some grapeseed oil in it, you can put some rose petals or, some other nice scents, but then you stick the Jezebel root in it and then you shake it up, maybe like leave it for about 2 weeks, so that the essence of the Jezebel root can get into it. And then you can use it. Or if you want to speed the process up, you just slightly heat the oil with the Jezebel root in it on the stove, just to a slight simmer for about 2 minutes, and then put the oil, let the oil cool, and then put it back in the bottle, and then you can use it right away. But if you take 2 weeks, you can put your intention in it, it'll be more powerful. So every day you shake the jar for 2 weeks, putting your intention in it as well, which makes it much stronger. So you can do 2 at a time. You can do 2 bottles, a rushed bottle and one that you take your time with if you just can't wait to use it. And you're going to see the difference between which one works a lot better and which one is more powerful. So definitely do both if you are, just want to have a quick version of it, and then do your 2 week, version. And after 2 weeks, you can use it. Don't keep it in the sunlight. Keep it like in, because it'll break down the properties of the oil if you keep it in the sunlight. All right. You still there too? Sprunk, sprunk. Good for you. It's a good thing. Yes. Also, if you are trying to like use beauty or glamour magic, have a pink quartz, rose quartz crystal. I keep rose quartz crystals on my vanity and where I do my bathroom in the drawers with my makeup, because that definitely increases beauty and self-love and things like that. So keep those type of crystals around. If you're working on self-love, get you some rose quartz crystals. If you are going out on lots of dates and you don't want to drink too much or get drunk, use amethyst, because it helps you to stay sober, or it reminds you to stay sober, or gives you the frequency of trying to stay sober. So keep amethyst, even if you have a ring or a pair of earrings or a piece of jewelry with amethyst in it. It keeps you from over drinking, because I know a lot of people, when they try to go out, they drink too much and ruin the date. So keep amethyst on you. Another thing that you can do is like if you have a car, you could charge your car as well. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Revitalize a plant, some water and sun. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Anyway, just care. Lots of care. Lots of care. Thank you. Okay. I know some people stick crystals in their soil to help the plant grow, but charge the crystal first with what you want. Growth. Okay, so yes, how to charge your car. Okay, so when you clean your car, like if you vacuum your car out, you can say like, when you're vacuuming the dirt and stuff out of your car, you could be like, this is vacuuming all the negative energies out of my life, out of my body, because like a car is like an extension of you, right? So it's kind of like you're removing all the things and unwanted things that you want in your life when you vacuum the floor. You're everything that's beneath you and below you that no longer serves you and you need anymore. So you can like charge your car when you're vacuuming it, to let all negative things fall away that you don't need and to get rid of stuff. And then you can make a spray, a car air freshener spray, for safety, protection, whatever, So get you another bottle and find oils for protection and things like that. You can look them up on my website, or just look them up online and find the specific types of oils you want. It could be a certain herb or a certain type of, flower or whatever. You might even have it in your kitchen cabinet. But definitely make you a little protection spray and put it in your car. That way you're safe and you don't have to worry. So you're going to charge your car with protection and not allowing any negative, unwanted energies in. Okay. I think a lot of people also may keep crystals in their car as well, in their glove box or whatnot. I do. You can even do like an invisibility spray, like you don't want to get stopped by the cops because you speed or something, or you make a spray to cloak or make you not noticeable for to be stopped, and you spray it, put it outside of your car. Make sure it doesn't mess up the paint or anything, but you can like just dab it on your car or whatever, or spray it, dab it, whatever, but don't mess with the paint. And so that'll be helpful. You said, do I believe in Jesus? And he turned water into wine. I thought that was pretty impressive. It seemed a little magical to me. Oh, yeah, I like his alchemy. You said these trolls. Yeah, he was a good alchemist. He was a good alchemist. All right. You said Jezebel root also used for controlling men. Yep. Yep. Keep it on you. Keep it on you. You can like put some here for your voice. And so when you speak, it vibrates and controls. It don't work on your kids though. They're good. There's other oils for that. Um, there's like if you have a Botanica or like one of them little hoodoo shops or whatever, you can get Saint Martha. That oil also does the same thing to everybody. You said this is gold. You said, why do religion hate historical Jezebel? Because they don't know her true story. Sprinkle, sprinkle, or they read between the lines and don't understand the metaphor. So, like Jezebel basically had to do her man's job because he was not man enough to do his job, and it ended up in a bad result because her man wasn't man enough. That's basically the story of Jezebel. Her man couldn't get the job done, so she did it herself, and it may have resulted in some bad news. But if he had just did his job as king, she wouldn't have to do nothing. Basically, there was some land that needed to be purchased, and she sent her husband, the king, to go try to get the land from this guy. And he said, no, I don't want to sell my land. And so basically she framed him so that the land could be taken because the king couldn't figure out how to get that land from him. I don't know why they wanted the land. I don't know what reason or whatnot, but they did this a lot to women back in the old days anyway. They would say, that woman is this, that woman is that, kill her. And then really what they wanted was just her land that was left to her from maybe her dead husband or her son or a family member, her father. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people did this to women over and over and over, and no one says anything. But when a woman does it to a man, oh, she's a Jezebel. You see? So you have to take your power back, ladies. Men did this all the time to women, especially during the witch trials. And they also continue to do it in some other forms or fashions, maybe through contracts or things like that. But, when it gets done to a man, it's a problem. They make a whole story about it and get mad and use the word Jezebel as an insult. To some people, Jezebel is a feminine hero, a feminist hero. They always villainize the woman. So that's why they use the Jezebel root, because they named it Jezebel root because it gets stuff done unapologetically, and it makes the man pay. So usage. It's an empowerment to women. So use your Jezebel roots, lady. Get your money. It's not dark feminine energy. It's just feminine energy. Is there dark masculine energy? Or do they just call it toxic masculine energy? Because that means you're over masculine. Perhaps we're just over feminine. Everyone always wants to label stuff dark and light. Okay, label it whatever you want. It's just feminine energy that don't want to take no BS anymore. Okay. It's not submissive feminine energy. All right. It's not submissive to the patriarchy feminine energy. It's just feminine energy. All right. It's dark because it's powerful and not soft and a stepping match. Exactly. It's not trained. It's just, it is what it is, baby. And so, a lot of the things that people label women and blame women for, you know, it's really just sexist. So do your research. Do your research. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Do I have oracle cards? Yeah, I have oracle cards, tarot cards, pendulum boards, pendulums. I have it all in my shop too, and I have like a whole bunch of stuff. All right. So another thing that you can charge, definitely your lipsticks, and also, you know, what you want to communicate with the world, what you want to do. Like I told you, I have some lipsticks with magical names, or you can charge your lipsticks with your intentions. So when you speak, your intentions flow. Or if you don't wear makeup or do lipstick, lip balm, or if you can make your own breath spray. You can get you some mouthwash or make your own and charge it. You can even charge your mouthwash. So when you speak, it delivers whatever intention you're trying to, or whatever you're trying to attract. Okay. You said if you created a tarot deck, I want that tarot or oracle. Or I had to research if I find a website that can create it for me. That would be cool. I did have some cards, some divination cards, but they weren't. You couldn't tell that they were mine. They were just very generic that I had made. They're pretty cool, but I definitely would want to find a place where I could have some made. That would be fun. If y'all have any websites or places that you can recommend, I definitely appreciate it. Or I can do my own research. So, what do cloves and cinnamon do? Well, cinnamon is good for a lot of stuff: money, lust, um, attraction, spicing things up. You know, getting things hotter. So it would be good for a love spell or a lust spell or even a money spell, attraction spells, or put it. But you have to be careful with like cinnamon and stuff, because like if it's something that you're going to put on your body or spray or get near your eyes, it may not be safe. So be sure that you know what's in it before you put it on your body. If you put it on your body, you said cloves are good for protection. Yeah. Um, they also kill bacteria in the mouth. Yep. Yep. you charge you charge them. You can, if you have an altar or just a table, you can set them on there, and you can light a candle with your intention and just sit there and push the intention into the objects, or let them sit on the altar as the candle burns down with the intent. Or you can just speak into the object every day before you use it. There's so many different ways. Um, what I used to do with my shampoo is I used to get some oil, like, and put it in a bottle like this, and enchant my oil, or charge my oil, sorry. And then I would put it in my shampoo or conditioning bottle and shake it up. So when I washed my hair, that would be in there. So I put it in a lot of my products, like lotion, shampoo, whatever, so that I was literally walking frequency of what I was trying to attract. So it was so funny. So years and years before they started putting like argan oil and, coconut oils in the shampoo, I was doing that. And it was good for your hair too at the same time. So like coconut oil is good for protection. So you could put, like, if you're trying to protect yourself from your head down, you could definitely use coconut oil, and put some protection herbs in it, and maybe make a hair oil out of it, or put it in your shampoo or your soap, whatever. So it'd be like you know, coconut oil. You don't even have, like, coconut oil is a natural protection anyway. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, I have 2 channels. I grew them at the same time. Thank you, Yaya. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate you. So you can also like charge people. I mean, you can also charge things before you gift them to people as well. So it's like the intention and the energy in the object that you give someone. You can also have your intention and energy in there, so that whatever you charge it with will have a higher chance of happening. So charge your gifts. This is why some people who are spiritual, they cleanse things before they bring them into their house, or they cleanse things when they buy something used or get a gift from someone they're like suspicious about. Um, so that's what you gotta do if that's what you want. But sometimes if people charge things with something good or and positive as well. So depending on if you trust that person or not. Okay, here's a good tip, right? When cooking food, stir clockwise and speak intention into it for good health, abundance. Depending on ingredients, kitchen witchery, yes. You can also do that every morning if you drink coffee or tea. Yep. So it's just, being able to do this with anything is definitely very helpful. And it also reminds you of how powerful you are and how you're always attracting things and always creating. It keeps you in the mindset of a creator, and it keeps you in the mindset of being powerful. It keeps you in the mindset of, um, staying positive. It keeps you in a mindset also of making sure that you are also creating avenues and ways for these uh, intentions to work on your behalf. It also helps with manifesting, because now you feel like it's going to be faster and more, easier to come to you, is because you're doing the most. So you make moon water and give it to your plants. Yeah, storm water, moon water, any water you collect outside during different phases of the moon. You can work with that, or storms. Rainwater. Like if you want, like, this gets a little bit like more into spell work, but if you can collect different types of water for different types of intentions. So if you want like to cause some chaos and issues, you collect storm water. If you want, nurturing and things growth, collect just nice rainwater on a nice spring day or something like that. If you want like some issues, collected during a hurricane or a tornado. Okay. You can use incense as well. Yes. I was talking about incense earlier in the video. So um, you can also incense your clothing to get all the incense smell on your clothes. So when you walk by, everybody can smell the incense on your clothes, and it'll invoke certain things and excite certain things in their mental and through their senses, and they may respond differently to you. You say you ain't looking for chaos, and you can use it for other things, but we're not going there today. Back in the day, people were like, oh, can I use this for my ex? Get him back. And they were like, why don't you just move on, ma'am? No, I can't. Okay, well, I guess you can use it. Um, yeah, I remember I had like people just like what can I do? I'm like, I know I'm creative, but dang, do what you feel like you need to do. A lot of people wanted to do magic on their exes. Okay. Revenge stuff, But, not everybody needs to do that. Be good. Move on. Get that money oil, get that Jezebel oil and attract you more money. Okay. Okay. Once you're happy and comfortable, you won't even be thinking about that ex. All right. Best revenge is your paper. Yes. The best revenge on anyone is getting money, more money, or someone better. Okay. That's the best revenge. Because you know why? I'm gonna tell y'all why. Because it looks like that you've been rewarded. It looks like you've improved in life. It looks like you're moving forward when they're not. Okay. And then it looks like they may have halted their growth due to how they treated you. So it looks like you win, basically. So best revenge is always your paper. Even if it's through someone else. Like say you marry rich, best revenge. Or you get your own money, best revenge. Okay. You said don't be a pick me witch. No, don't do that. Just, and take that energy and put it towards yourself because that's how you always win. So take any negative energy, transmute it, and put it back towards yourself to gain abundance and attract what you're wanting instead of putting out your energy and trying to, push negativity in someone else's life. Bring it just back to you and lift yourself to the level that you choose. You know what I'm saying? Don't waste your energy on someone else. Don't waste your good candles and crystals on someone. Don't spend no more money on no dusty. Okay. Don't spend no money on no candles. Don't spend no money on no herbs. Don't spend no money on anything pointed towards dusty. Okay. Get you some candles for some self-love and some abundance and put that energy back towards yourself. Okay. Every time you want to do revenge on a dusty, on a man who did you wrong, do for yourself instead. Okay. That's the best way. I'm trying to tell you. Because you're using all that energy on him, it's still on him. You're still using energy on him. He's still wasting your time and your money and your energy, no matter how you look at it. So put it back to you. All right. Am I a glamour witch? I'm a goddess. So I pretty much do whatever. So transmute, yes. Don't get mad. Put that back to yourself and get better. Level up. Level up yourself and get better for yourself, not for other people. And you always win. So you can even charge your phone. Like if you have a certain type of phone case, you can put stuff inside of it, certain herbs, flat things, something flat. You just put some oil on it. I don't know, because that probably get wiped off. But you can put flowers, like pressed flowers or certain herbs in behind your phone case, like for protection or something. I don't know, whatever you want to use it for. Or you can make your own phone case and incorporate some stuff in it and get one of those, like you can get a piece of cardboard, cut it out to the shape of your phone, maybe glue some herbs to it or like a pressed flower, or maybe put a sigil or something on it. And then you get one of those clear plastic phone cases and just put it over it or whatever. Or you can literally design your own phone case on some websites and put whatever you want on it. Okay. Depending on what are you trying to do for the, what type of herbs you're using. Are they protection herbs? Are they for health? Are they for, you know, positive energy, positive thinking? Because a lot of people scroll through their phone and they, you know, get on um, Instagram or TikTok, and they scroll through and they may feel some type of way about themselves after comparing themselves to other people. And maybe the herbs and the other things and the flowers and the sigil and the intentions on your phone case may help you to not feel that way, or to not look at those things, or to avoid them, or, you know, just a little bit of extra reminders to keep it moving. Yeah, they also sell these little stickers that you can put on the back of your phone that absorbs the radiation stuff that comes out of it. You can order those online too, pretty much anywhere. Okay. You said, especially with all these filters, nothing you see is real. You know, I was so mad because they're taking photos of people that, like, from the old days, and they're putting filters over them, and they don't even look the same anymore. I'm like, who is that? That looked like, you know, it's like I saw a filtered picture of Michael Jackson the other day. I'm like, that ain't right. That ain't right. He already looked, you know, filtered, but y'all had to put more filter on them. This, they don't even look right. It's like everybody perfect. Okay. I mean, I like a filter. I like a filter. But, you know, don't go back in the past and filter people that didn't have filters. All right. Let's see it, filtering deceased people. Yeah. So I get mad because I was like, they don't look like him. Um, your purse and your wallet. Yes. You make some abundance and, you know, money oil, or you can buy some that's already made, money oil. Dab it on your wallet, dab it on your purse. It also attracts in money. Dab it on your cash. You got some cash, but you're never, like, keep cash always in your wallet. Like, maybe choose a certain dollar or something that you keep in there, and you know it has that oil on it. And you can redo it ever so often, and put that. Always keep money in your wallet, or cash in your wallet, or in your purse, even if it's just a coin, because that means, you know, you're going to be attracting it in. So yeah, that. You're manifesting your best life. Uh-huh. Well, turn off the news, sprinkle, sprinkle, and put your earbuds in and only hear what you want. That's how I live. You know, if you can filter out the imperfections in your face through a filter on a phone, you can also filter out news. You can also filter out what goes on that doesn't really concern you. And you can choose the places you go and what you hear, because we have all this technology now. We have earbuds, we have headphones, we have ways to block certain things off of our phone. And so you can literally live in a world without having to deal with a lot of the things that you don't want to. Okay. It's a choice now. It's literally a choice. I mean, I watch my kids walk around with their earbuds or their headphones in and looking at exactly and only what they want to be looking at. That's it. And, you know, if people are pushing things to your attention that you would have never noticed before, and your life was good and you didn't feel that way, then maybe tell those people don't push those things to your attention, because you're living your best life. Okay. Unless it's, you know, something that's going to literally affect you, you don't need to see it. You don't need to worry about it. You don't need to worry about how other people feel about you. You only need to worry about how you feel about you and how you're living your best life. Okay. Also, like, if you have a garden or just a bunch of plants or flowers, charge the water that you water them with, and those intentions will grow as the plants and flowers grow. Um, So your garden or your flowers and plants can literally be your spells in progress as they grow, you know. So some people name their plants, some people name their things, you know. It's like depending on what the intention of the plant is for. So for example, you have a garden and you're like, okay, this plant represents this person and I want them to do A, B, C, and D. And so I'm going to water it, speak my intentions into it. And as it grows, so will the intentions that I want that person to have, you know? So you can use plants just the same way. It doesn't have to be negative. It can be like, I want this person to grow in knowledge, or I want them to grow in self-love. It can be good things, you know, or you can do that for yourself. So yeah, I have a beauty spell video. It's pretty old. It's when I lived in my other house like years and years ago. It works though. It's pretty good. It's, okay. Well, you know, a lot of people think Dusties are here to bring women's self-esteem down, but you can't bring a woman's self-esteem down because it's always going to go back up when another man notices her. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You can bring it down temporarily, but when somebody trying to holler, "Hey, how you doing? You are beautiful," it goes right back up. Or when they watch a video that's empowering, it just goes right back up. So it's only temporary when someone's self-esteem is brought down. If they choose to stay down and not seek encouragement or seek to raise it back up, you know, maybe that's when it can stay down. But most women, you know, they really just always getting, you know, empowered by a lot of people, especially these days and through music and things like that too. Um, yeah. You know, like if you try to bring somebody down, it's because you low already. You need some company. So really, y'all down and y'all just need some company. Dusties are down and they just need some company. They in the sunken place. Them Dusties in a sunken place and they need some company. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Oh, your jewelry. I forgot. Okay, so you can charge your jewelry as well. If there's certain stones in your jewelry, you can charge the stones, or the stones will mean certain things. So depending on the stone that you have is the energy that you're going to be getting. If you don't want stones, you can use silver or gold rings or whatever, and charge your jewelry. So like you can use love, um, attraction, and things like that with rubies or garnet or things like that. Um, truth, you know, you can use emerald. If you want people to be honest with you, wear emeralds, and things like that. So if you are in a relationship, or if you're around a bunch of people that are liars, if you're around a bunch of liars, wear emeralds. Emeralds help them reveal truth to you. So if you don't trust a lot of people, wear emeralds. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They got to be real though. They got to be real. And they're not that expensive these days because they have some that are, you know, man-made, but they're still emerald. It still has the same energy. So if you wear emerald, truth will be revealed to you. I'll put it like that. They may not come out and say something, but they might do something that catches your attention that you will be able to then figure it out if it's truth or not. So emerald for that. They may not come out and say, oh, this, and that. They might not be 100% honest with you, but they'll say something and you'll catch it, and then you'll figure out if they're lying or not. So it kind of works like that. Okay. Well, gold has a high frequency and it attracts a lot of energy. There's these people standing outside my window right now. But they're spraying for like bugs and stuff outside. And I'm just sitting here on the, talking to nobody literally, and they're just sitting in the window looking at me. They just walked away. Like, bye. So yeah, gold increases your frequency and your vibration. It's also the divine metal. So yeah, gold. And what about wearing the evil eye? The evil eye. What like if you really think about the evil eye and what it is and why it has blue on it, what does blue represent? Is it the evil eye or the protection of the evil eye? Is it protection from the evil eye or is it the evil eye? So you got to know what you're wearing. All right. So what is that symbol called? The protection from the evil eye? All right. So if it's a blue eye, what's the evil eye? Let's get technical with it so we can break down the symbols. If the eye that protects you from the evil eye is blue, what color is the evil eye? You said green? Is the evil eye green? Red? Do y'all know? Okay, so let's do some color magic now. So if the evil eye is green and the blue cancels it out, if you combine the colors blue and green, what do you get? Like a turquoise color, right? Like a blue green. So it changes it. But if you take blue and red and mix it together, what are you going to get? Purple? You said turquoise, blue, red. All right. The blue eye represents the eye of water races against whom many envied in ancient Turkey, and then it spread. This is what okay. Oh, the whiter races against them. Okay, hold on. Sparkle, sparkle. In Turkey, in ancient Turkey. So it's a racist thing, huh? So is the protection of the evil eye, is it racist? All right. You say it sure is. I say just wear some eyeliner. That protects you against the evil eye. That's what the ancient Egyptians used to do that from ancient Kemet. They put some eyeliner on and keep the bad negative energies away. All right. Of every kind. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So when you start getting into too much colors, you're gonna look crazy. You know what I'm saying? You can use jewelry or makeup as well to counteract certain things with colors. So this is why a lot of people don't like women that wear makeup, because they can't really access a lot of the things that they want to access in a woman, because you got on too much makeup. And depending on the name of the makeup, now this is where you can really get them. Depending on the name of your makeup, also is the intention of the makeup. So like, for example, if you are wearing my Bewitched lipstick and you kiss somebody and you bewitch them with your beauty and charm and they do whatever you want, there you go. If you want to work magic on people, this is why they say makeup is witchcraft. Because when you wear makeup, just look at my face. The attention is literally drawn to someone's eyes. And when you lock eyes with someone, it creates a chemical reaction, especially if it's the opposite sex or someone you're attracted to. So what you're doing is you're luring them in and you're trapping them in your eyes, and you're releasing chemicals in their brain to feel some type of way when they look at you. That's why it's called, beauty products. Because I was saying this on my other channel last night, when a man sees something beautiful, their levels of dopamine increase in their brain. And so they're associating it with like addiction, obsession, and now it's almost like a drug. So this is why women wear makeup, to bring the attention towards, their best features, to their eyes and to their lips, because when they see that, it's literally a chemical reaction, period. Versus if you're a plain faced person, so makeup is very powerful when it comes to how men feel about you. And you have more control, and they are able to, they'll comply with you better. How about that? They'll comply a lot better because they're, feeling really good. And so you're making them feel that way. And so they're more likely to do more things for you at that time. He said that's why Dusty's want you to be natural. Yep. So when they look at you, they don't feel nothing. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Lexi. Appreciate you, girl. Yes. It's like metaphysics, exactly. That's why they call it cosmetics. Cosmetics. Makeup. It makes them feel higher. It gets them high. Literally, it gets them high. So that's why wearing makeup will get you a lot more than wearing no makeup, especially from certain types of men. So wear the makeup. Yeah, I gotta get levelupcosmetics.us, baby. I got a makeup company right here. You ain't got to go nowhere. You can order online. I send it right to you today. And go to the search bar and type in whatever you're looking for, because I have mostly everything. I don't have foundation or like stuff like that. I have lipsticks, lip gloss, liners, blush, most of the major stuff. Soon I'm going to have contour and some really nice red lipsticks that I've been wearing lately. So definitely check out my store, levelupcosmetics.us. And I'm going to give y'all a coupon just for y'all. If y'all have never shopped there before, you can get 30% off of your order. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Use that code. All right. I got some lashes on there too. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I got lashes on there too. Lip plumpers, glosses, lashes. Look, I'm going to show y'all some. So since I'm sitting here, I got all this with me. I have glosses, lipsticks. This one is called Sugar Daddy. Attract a Sugar Daddy. Get this Sugar Daddy. It's a nude. I have Venus, Mercury, just different names on the lip plumpers. I have Glow, Bewitched. So just type in lipsticks and lip glosses, and all the lipsticks and lip glosses will come up. Or you can just scroll through the whole site, but it's easier just to type in what you're looking for and go straight to it. So this one is called Bag, so you can get you a bag. So I've named all my products to actually attract in what you're trying to get. So y'all just go ahead and go get them. All right. Appreciate you. I have another lipstick that y'all might like as well. It looks like a vial. And you can even put it on a necklace if you choose to. It's like a little thing that you can put a necklace in. Oh, hey. Whenever I put certain colors up there, or the fan blows. Okay, so it's just, this is a really pretty red, and it's a long wear liquid lipstick, matte. And so I like this. And you could even wear it as a necklace, or just, it's a weapon. You out and about, you're trying to get to your car, it's late at night, somebody following you, pull your lipstick out, get him in the eye. Yeah. So it's also a weapon. Safety. There you go. Get your safety vial red pendant lipstick. It's called red vial pendant lipstick or something like that. Okay. So yeah, all my makeup is intentionally named. So y'all don't really have to do too much. Yes, because you know why, somebody following behind you, you got to protect yourself. It's a weapon. You said you recycle your empty Chanel lipstick containers and pour other brands in there. Oh, that's cool. I got a Chanel lipstick too, but it's still, I still got it. What the heck? Oh, I got a charge. I haven't used it all. Like, I have several, but this is a good one. I have it right here in my drawer. Like, it has a lip plumper in it too. It's called, forgot the name of this. What's number 138? I can't print it. I can't see that. It's too small. It's number 138. Pretty one too. It does you can use it as a pendulum too. That vial lipstick, just put it on a chain, and you can use it also as a pendulum. I got pendulum boards too, like on my little occult shop that I linked earlier. And it's also in the description bar. Like, you get like a pendulum board and get you a chain. You use it as a pendulum. There's also pendulums on the website if you want one. That was my first real business. I started making pendulums and selling them on Etsy long ago. There you go. This is the spiritual channel. Yes, this is the spiritual channel. You can always tell this is the spiritual channel because my name's going to be different. There you go. Both of the channels have been here almost the same amount of time. So I know a lot of new people, they may get suggested my channel and they see the thumbnail and it just looks like me. So they just click, but I do have more than one channel. So. The cool thing about having two channels at the same time is I got to grow them simultaneously at the same time. So I got 2 YouTube plaques almost at the same time. I got one for this channel and one for my other channel. So I got 2 of those little play buttons by YouTube. So that's funny. Sprinkle, if y'all are just getting in here. How y'all? So you're going to charge up your perfumes, your makeup, your you can charge up your lotions and oils and whatever products you put in your hair, your shampoo. You can add stuff to them, and you can also speak into your water, your coffee, your tea. You can stir it in a certain direction to put certain intent into everything. Like I said, I do my books. I charge my books, and this is stuff that I already know. I'm just relearning it and remembering it. And so when I read something, I have a full understanding of it, or better understanding of it than I probably would have before. And it's like I already know most of the things as I'm reading it. That's how I feel when I'm reading it. Or maybe I do, maybe I don't, but it works for me. And since I've been doing that, every book that I bring into my house, and then I may not pick it up for like a couple of months, But when I do pick it up, it's like, I already know all this. But there's other interesting things in the book that make me want to finish reading it. But I feel like, okay, well, my intentions are working, because every time I read a book, it's like I already know. And it's just confirmation and like more details. You said it sounds like the person I blocked is bothering everyone. Somebody, I don't see them. All right. I don't see anybody bothering. They might be blocked over here too. You see, y'all all shopping on a budget. Well, you want to donate some money, you could give them some money if you think it's not good to shop on a budget. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That doesn't even make sense. Why pay more for something when you don't have to? Okay, save your money. You said, yeah, charge your mirror. You can charge your mirror. People used to make fun of me. Oh, you shop at the Dollar Tree. Okay, so does your mama. Ain't nothing wrong with the Dollar Tree. Like I told y'all. Where I live, you know what kind of cars are parked at the Dollar Tree where I live? Mercedes, BMW, Porsche. Like, if you live in a nice area and there's a Dollar Tree, everybody's going to shop there. Don't matter how much money they got. They're going to shop where they want. All right. Let me tell y'all something. Some of them Dollar Tree parking lots is nicer than some of them Walmart parking lots. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah. And if you're just running in to get a few items, like you don't want to walk into Walmart, whole store. You just need a few quick things, go to the Dollar Tree. The poor people act like Dollar Tree is a terrible place to be. No, it's not. And only if you broke and you have to shop there, then you might be ashamed of it. But if you could shop anywhere and you choose there, it's not a big deal. Okay. Oh, is phase 2 sold out? It shouldn't be, because it should be stocked unless they're not making it anymore. I'll have to talk to the lab and see if they're not making it, because sometimes they'll take it off if they're still making it, so that you can't order it until it's finished being made, because these are made. So check back for phase 2, and I'll actually ask them if it's just being made right now. They might have taken it off. You might just go ahead and skip to phase 3 if they've taken it off. Okay. Oh, kind of like you were talking about with book prediction. How can we download energetically the gnosis? I appreciate all that you do. Thank you. Occult Cat TV, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Well, a lot of the stuff is free online. Like if you find like a PDF or something, or a lot of things, you just type it in on Google, and it definitely will show you a lot of stuff that you can put into your files. And you can do the same thing with your computer or your phone. You can charge it with whatever you choose, same as a book. Like with this technology, the magic can get wild. Okay, so you got to be careful with that, because like if you combine magic and technology, you can get really wild. You can get cray cray. So y'all remember that movie Lawnmower Man? Did they ever remake that? They should. But y'all remember that movie from like the 90s by Stephen King, or if you've read the book, it's called Lawnmower Man, when they kept hooking up him to a computer, and this guy was kind of slow, like mentally slow, and they hooked him up to this computer, and he got so smart, he literally became the technology. So when you're doing magic and technology, you got to be careful, because like if you say, it's not like a book, it's not like saying I want to know everything in this book. But you take a whole computer and it's connected to the internet and to the wireless and tapped into the satellites and all this kind of stuff, it may be information overload. So you don't want to do that. All right. It might be information overload, and some people end up doing too much. You know what I'm saying? Or feeling too much. So don't do that. My suggestion. Okay. It's a good movie. You should watch it if you can find it. Yeah. So, whenever people, like, a lot of haters be like, oh, because I used to make Dollar Tree haul videos back in the day because I shop there a lot and I liked sharing my hauls, and a lot of people like them because there's still Dollar Tree hauls to this video today. And people, you shop at Dollar Tree, and so does everybody. It's stupid. Are you wearing what? Yeah, this lipstick that I have on right now is actually sold out. It's called Love Spell. I'll probably have to get it back in stock if I can find it, or a similar color. So I'll have to restock that. Everybody bought this up quick. Like this sold, the Love Spell lipstick sold out within like a month or two when I first got it, and that was all the way back in October or September. It sold out quick. People bought this up. I have one similar to this color. It's a little more mauve. It's called Cackle. It's a long wear, liquid lipstick. It's similar to this, but it's slightly more mauve. It's called Cackle. It looks very similar to this, but slightly more mauve. So I have one called Spell, and it's a brown color. And then I have one called Bewitched, and it's like a dark burgundy. So yeah, sprinkle, sprinkle. The name of the movie, Lawnmower Man. Lawnmower Man, because the guy just was like the lawnmower guy. And he was kind of mentally slow, and they took him and made him to like this genius with technology. So it's pretty good. You said what? Please burn your hair if you let others do your hair. That was like this old thing people used to do back in the days, like old wives' tale that I used to see people burning people's hair, like after to clean out their brushes or whatever. I hated the smell of that burnt hair. I don't know why people do that. Can't you just dispose of it or flush it down the toilet or throw it away? Burning it just stank. You know what I mean? It stinks too bad. Like you walk in someone's house and smell like burnt hair. Yuck. Unless you have a lot of incense going. Or burn it outside. But I just throw it or flush it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You flush yours down, yeah, the toilet. So your house don't smell like burnt hair. Love Witch, I saw that movie. That was funny. That lady she wasn't playing. You said Transcendence is also a good movie. Yeah, I see that too. Nobody gets that about internet and magic. Yeah, like it could be overload because there's too much information there. Like we're not supposed to know everything. There was y'all seen Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skulls? That was, do y'all remember the end when that lady was like, and they found the alien crystal skulls, all of them, all 13 of them, and they said, you're supposed to grant her a wish or something. I don't know, but she said she want to know everything. And when they bestowed all the knowledge upon her, she kind of like turned into like the plasma energy and just dissipated back into everything else. She was no longer able to be an individual person after she knew everything, because once you know everything, you can't have that perspective anymore. Because if you know everything, then your one perspective disappears, you know? So it's not meant for you to know everything. All right. And everything on the computer and on the internet is not even everything, but it's still too much. You know? So you don't want to know too much. You want to know just what you need to know when you need to know it on a need to know basis. So if you have certain interests and things like that, and you just learn for fun, those are things that you just like to conversate about, or, use in your everyday, or use towards knowledge. But to know everything, you don't need to know everything. So don't connect yourself, and don't use, charging your computers or your phones with, knowing everything in it. Like I would do a book. A book is something different. You could do that with a book, but not with a phone or a computer, because there's too much knowledge in there, and it's not good. We said spiritual psychosis. Exactly. You don't want to go into that. Now, if there's a book that has a lot of knowledge in it that you may not understand, or it may have several different meanings, then, that can also cause a little bit of it. But that's why it's important for you to continue to learn, so that you understand what you're absorbing. Don't charge phones and computers with absorbing all the knowledge out of them, because that ain't good. All right. Still too much for some people, though. Even with people themselves, like if you charge something, or you can even charge your body parts, you can charge your hand, whatever. To say, when I touch a certain person, this is like developing your psychic or intuition. When I touch a certain person, or when I focus on a certain person, I want to know things about them. So let's say you do that, and ideas start to, come into your mind, and you don't know if they're true or false about this certain person or group of people or whatever. And so you can't even try to confirm whatever it is if it's not good, or if it's not true, because then you would seem either messy, or like, telling on people, or revealing secrets about people. So you really just don't say anything. You just interesting. It's like, oh, that's interesting. And that's all you can really do. So, because you don't know if it's false or not. Because depending on what that person is thinking about, and what they have, absorbed into them, that may not even be them. Maybe, another person that's close to them, or, whatever. So you can't really go off of that. So be careful if you're trying to practice that type of magic. All right. You said begging for a man is crazy. Who in here trying to beg for a man? Oh, sorry. He loved to spend money, and I need that back. Attract somebody that spends more money. It's easier to get a new one than get an old one back who's spending money. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. You know why? Because if you keep going backwards, you haven't graduated and learned. You're supposed to keep going forward and getting better. Find someone like him that also spends, instead of going backwards. If they come back to you without you having to do anything, then they want to spend. But we don't go backwards. They got to catch up and come find us, or they have to want you back. Because a lot of people, you look very like, you look bad trying to get someone back instead of just getting someone new. Or let them come back on their own. That's even better. If you want that person back and they come back on their own, great. If not, keep it moving. The reason why I say that is because the same problems you had before are the same problems you're going to keep and have again. All right. What if they never let you leave them? What do you mean, what if they never let you leave them? You can go wherever you want. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Oh, for the elixirs, they're in the description. All the links that I've been talking about are in the description link of the video. All right. Thank you for expanding upon that. People really need to hear that distinction. So good. Okay, thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Appreciate that. Yeah, you know, a lot of people that they may not be from my other channel, ladies. And we don't go back to exes unless they paying big, you know, and they're coming back on their own. So if they come back on their own with money in hand, great. But don't try to get them back, because that's an act of desperation and you're working against yourself. All right. Your ex narc text me saying sorry. He feel like energy vampire. What he's saying sorry for? Tell him, just cash app him. Tell him to pay you back in money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Say, show me how sorry you are, and it's in that cash app. They can't drain your energy if you drain in their pockets. This is equal exchange. Okay. A good technique for letting things go, moving forward. In order to let something go and receive something new, you have to search for something new so that you can put this down. Okay. You search for something new, or make yourself available for something new so that you can put whatever you're holding on to down and pick up something better. Okay. That's what you do. You got to keep moving forward. Letting go of something, this might be your security blanket, right? You don't want to let go of it until you have another security blanket, right? So find another security blanket, and then this will be dropped quick. All right. Yeah. You said actually the egg chooses the sperm, but okay. Okay, but the sperm got to get there. The sperm got to swim and fight through all of the chemicals in the woman's body, and only the strong survive. And of the strong that get to the egg, the woman gets to choose, or the sperm chooses who goes in the egg based on, you know, because there's only one egg unless somebody's taking fertility drugs or naturally produces twins. So I don't know what biology book you got. Does the sperm chase the egg? So of the sperm that even get to the egg, those are the strongest ones. Right? Y'all always trying to flip it. Anyway, the egg didn't run away. The egg ain't running away. So, you know, okay, let me tell y'all something about, if you're over emotional as a woman, you need to charge your clothing, your jewelry, whatever you got, whatever you're wearing, to be less emotional, to be more wise, to be stronger, you know, to balance your emotions. You need to find a stone or a crystal, or put some intentions to balance out your emotions so you're not overly emotional, so you're not ran by your emotion. Okay? Because a lot of women suffer from this. So y'all need to charge y'all stuff with not being ran emotionally, or not over emotionally, you know, feeling things or acting out of emotion. Y'all need to charge y'all's jewelry and whatever, everything. If you're an over emotional woman, and charge it. Get rid of all that, you know, unbalanced emotion. Don't get drunk. Wear an amethyst to keep you to help with sobriety. Don't overdrink. And if you intentionally charge stuff with not becoming over emotional, it's going to sink into your psyche into your subconscious mind. So even if you are drinking, you're going to be less likely to get over emotional because you've already programmed yourself to not do so. Okay, so you got to speak to yourself. You got to charge things with your energy. You got to put that into your subconscious mind, and so that it occurs a lot less or not at all. So you need to talk to yourself. You need to talk to your inner self. Talk to the moon. That's they call it. Listen to that Bruno Mars song, "Talking to the Moon." So literally talking to the moon is like talking to your inner self, your feminine side, your subconscious, and programming it to do what you need it to do. All right. Because if you don't, everything else is going to program it for you. So you got to program yourself, or everyone else will program it for you. Or you're just going to be reacting to triggers left and right. So if you're an over emotional person and you don't speak to yourself and program yourself, other people will, or other situations will, or you'll be triggered. Okay, so you have to program yourself, period. This is what people do when they do affirmations. Okay. But you can write your own things to program. You can charge things. You can charge your own water and drink it, whatever you need to do, but you need to do it. Because y'all are out here being controlled, manipulated, and unbalanced because you haven't programmed yourself. All right. So program yourself. Even if you're empathetic, program yourself to turn that down when you're around other people. Period. You can do it. You're not just stuck. You can change that. Right. Water signs. Yep. So reprogram yourself and stop just taking things because they're labels. Change it up. Reprogram yourself to do what you need to do to get what you need in this world. You said you used to be hypersensitive and you're good. Good for you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah. So you got to work on it. You got to reprogram yourself. Okay. Um, to give yourself compliments in the mirror. That should be automatic. Y'all don't do that? Y'all should. Like I have like this whole ritual thing that I do every morning. It's not really like a magical ritual. It's just like something that I've always done. I put on some good music or a good video that I want to watch, and then do my hair and makeup, and I feel really good and I'm happy, or singing and complimenting myself and enjoying, putting myself together. So it's just a good time to really focus on yourself when you're doing self-care or getting ready for the day. So y'all could take that time to do that. Speak positively to yourself. Never speak negative to yourself. Uh-huh. You said no one care about the haters. The haters gonna hate, but that doesn't mean that they're right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, the only people that would hate on me are just pygmies and dusties anyway, so I don't care. They're supposed to be mad, okay? All right, self-esteem. Yeah, you can do a self-love spell. You need to do a self-love spell first, because that's where self-esteem comes from. Self-love. Accept yourself as you are. Love everything about yourself. Speak positively to yourself. You can find a self-love spell online, or just any love spell, but just do it with you in mind. To be your best version of you, to accept you for you, to love you for you, da da da. Okay. And put yourself as a priority. That's part of self-love. Speak positively to yourself. Put yourself as a priority. Don't listen to other people who have negative thoughts about you or trying to put you down. It's literally that easy. And it's going to build your self-esteem up when you stop caring what other people think and just being who you are and loving who you are unapologetically, not caring what other people think. Because that's the best part of self-esteem is when you don't care what anybody else thinks. That boosts it up even, faster. Okay. You said abstaining from sex for a short while will increase or decrease sexual energy or desire. Girl, that's a whole nother video. But you know what? Depending depending how you're vibrating at this time, you can make that decision. But when you sleep with someone, their energy is on you too. You know what I'm saying? So your frequency is going to change if you sleep with someone. It takes a while for it to dissipate. So if you're sleeping with lots of men or just a man and you're trying to attract another man, it all depends on if that man is attracted to that energy of that other man combined with your energy. You know what I'm saying? And not in a gay way, but like in their frequency and what they're vibrating. And do they have high self-esteem? Are they abundant? Do they have, knowledge? Da, 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 da. So if you're sleeping with a dusty and there's nothing for them to offer, their vibration is not that great, and they're sensing that on you, combined with yours, it may repel them or it may not attract them as much. So I would suggest not sleeping with no dusty, first of all. Only sleep with men you're trying to attract. Rich men, money men, men with money. It's always going to attract men with money, period. Okay? So stop sleeping with anything that's you don't feel like a man of means will also, want, to attract. Okay? What if he's unmotivated to change and improve? Okay. Is he your son? That means he does not want to change for you, and he's not going to change for you. So either you allow him to stay the same or you leave and upgrade. Men only change for women that they want to keep in their lives. Okay. All right. If you're not motivational enough for him to change, he doesn't really want to keep you there. Here. Because if you're not supposed to be his mom. You've always had great vibrational energy, but lately you've been tired. Caring too much. Okay, stop caring. The best way to keep your energy is to stop caring about stuff that doesn't matter. If it ain't bringing you no money, if it's not bringing you happiness and joy, stop caring about it. Because you're wasting your energy. That's why you're tired. Also, the same thing with what people think about you, people talking about you, talking trash about you. Nobody cares. If it ain't bringing you no money, then who cares? If it's not bringing you happiness, benefits, who cares? Don't waste time. All right. You said, and don't feel bad for not caring. Nobody needs you to care. Okay? They'll survive. So don't worry about it. Nobody care. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't understand. Okay, here's my thing. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I'm never going to listen to people that don't have anything good to say about me unless I'm there to laugh at it and analyze why they're saying it. But the thing is, you're not supposed to care what other people think, and you're supposed to love yourself. You can't love nobody else until you love yourself. It won't work because you're not going to even be vibrating the frequency of love if you can't love yourself, because it has to come from within. Okay. What if you're married but want a sugar daddy? You can't stop sleeping with husband. Sprinkle. Then don't sleep with the sugar daddy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get you an old one that can't do nothing but sit there, eat dinner with you, talk to you, hold your hand, and don't sleep with that one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. You could stop sleeping with him if you wanted to, but if you choose not to, then don't sleep with the other one, or sleep with both of them. It don't matter. Whatever you want to do is you're free. Free will. All right. Just make sure you're not introducing no. Like if you maybe you introduce some rich energy to your husband, he might improve on his money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Energy exchange is real, girl. Go find you a rich one. Okay, morals and values are up to you as an individual, but energetically and magically, yes, and you will find you a rich man, sleep with him, come back, sleep with your husband. He might get his money up. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Literally, sprinkle, sprinkle. If you if you sleeping with him, that dusty energy gonna lash on. Okay, abstain sleeping for your husband with your husband for a while. Cleanse your energy. Vibrate with the energy of abundance. You know, do your crystals, you do a little spiritual bath with abundant stuff. Like get all that broke energy off of you. I'm not saying your husband broke, but try to put more abundant energy on you somehow, some way. Incense, drinking water that's, and with the intention. And then when you attract a man with means and you sleep with him, now you're vibrating in a high frequency of abundance as well. And you could transfer it to someone else. You know what I'm saying? So, and you don't have to transfer it to someone else. It's up to you. You can keep it all your own. All right. You said not sleeping with your husband will motivate him for more, to do more. That's true too. So, you have to remember you got free will. You can do what you want. Your morals and values are up to you as an individual. And you can exchange energy depending on, what you're trying to accomplish. That's pretty much it. Okay. Um, I read this one book, it's called The Goddess Bible. And there was something in there that says that if you sleep with a man or if y'all sleep together and the woman abstains from having sex for up to a year, that she will be bound to that man that she slept with forever, for a long time. Even if he sleeps with other women, her energy will always be on. I was like, what? Y'all remember that part on Lemonade where Beyonce was like, put that poem on her, one of her songs, and just like, I abstained from sex. I vibrated or I meditated till I don't know, whatever poem she was talking about. So like a lot of people who are into the occult knowledge, they practice a lot of this stuff. So you can hear it in the music if you're really smart and understand, what's going on. You could hear it in the music, what they're doing, why they're mad, who they're really mad at. Because like a lot of people think Lemonade is about Jay-Z. Some of them songs ain't about Jay-Z. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And it has nothing to do with sex. It has to do with energy exchange. So some of it is not even, you gotta pay real close attention. I'm gonna give y'all one song to listen to. What's that song? I was listening to it a second ago. Sorry, I Ain't Sorry. Listen to that song very closely. And you'll be able to know. This is all I'm gonna say. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you don't know, you don't know. If you do, you do. There you go. Because she put it out there. All right. What about sex, magic, and manifesting with it? Yeah, you got make sure the partner got some money, and you want to exchange energy with him. If you could do that by yourself alone, but if you're doing it with a partner, make sure they got what you want going on in their lives too. You know what I'm saying? So it's basically just manifesting upon climax what your intentions are. And it's supposed to make it more powerful. Okay, so yeah, that's it. You said Nikki said had to abstain from sex and had to zen my body. I ain't lending. So don't ask. I don't lend my body. Gotta be a king. Hell yeah, because a queen is what I embody or something. Yeah, exactly. The great goddess, sprinkle, sprinkle, because that's what it is. They don't want no energy, and they get mad when somebody that they exchange energies with go exchange energies with something less, because it kind of affects their energy or their ability to get that energy again, because now it's imprinted on the other person. So that's why you'll see a lot of these celebrities go and sleep with some trash after a breakup and publicly let it be known as a form of revenge. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Somebody that just go sleep with the worst thing that they can find as revenge. Don't do that, because then, I mean, it's revenge on the other person as well as yours. I mean, it's not good for you and it's not good for the other person that you were formerly with. But if you can get back up with someone else tomorrow, it's no big deal, you know. Or you can withstand and you got a good savings account and it's not going to affect you at all because you got too many streams of income and you done too many. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't have sex with too many people that have a lot of money, it may not affect you as much as it'll affect the next person who haven't. So that's why, like, women who sleep with men who are rich, very rich, they don't have no issues because they got too much of that rich energy already. But if you're a man, it's hard to sleep with women that are super rich. You just be sleeping with anybody, any groupie, especially if you're, famous or rich. You're gonna sleep with any groupie or just any woman who you think is pretty. They may not have as much money as you. So, and not even just about money. It could be habits. It could be self-esteem issue. It could be, whatever. So yeah, that's kind of funny, but messed up at the same time. Okay. Thank you. So you abstain from sex for over a year, and now you are with a man that sells cars and owns the lot. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Well, it is a spiritual cleanse to not sleep with anybody for a long amount of time because you're cleansing all of that energy out. And now it's like your energy, but you will always reap the benefits of the last person that you probably slept with. Um, According to, the book that I read, whether that's true or not, I don't know. But it's still your energy that's more abundant. So before you go celibate, make sure the last person you slept with is the type of energy you want to keep with you, and just in case. If not, go find somebody whose energy you want to keep with you, and then go celibate. All right. Because sometimes people don't realize that. That's why they can't get over their last one. Oh, I'm celibate now because I had a really bad relationship and I'm healing. Well, you should have slept with somebody you wanted to heal from versus someone you don't want stuck with you forever. You know what I'm saying? Because that, that becomes part of you. If you don't exchange that energy with someone else, it becomes a part of your energy forever. So if you had a bad relationship, you need to go sleep with somebody else that you want to exchange energy with, then go celibate for spiritual purpose. Don't go celibate after you done been with a dusty man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Unless he's a genius or something, that's something you want from him. But that's why you need to go get another one real quick with more money. Like I always tell y'all on the other channel, go, how do I get over my ex? Go get another one with some money. That's how you get over them. And then you can do whatever you need to do after that. So remember that. It affects men too. They're just not as emotionally attached as the woman. That's why you need to charge yourself to not become emotionally attached. Charge your psyche. Charge your subliminal mind. Put those intentions in there. Don't become emotionally attached. And if you have more than one man, you can't get emotionally attached. Because guess what? No. Because let me tell y'all why. Because a man's energy does not get emotionally attached. So if you're sleeping with more than one, you have more male energy that does not get attached. You see? So therefore, if you have three, you could collect money from all three and not get attached. It's alchemy. It's literal alchemy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, you can cleanse it. You're looking to spiritual baths, healing, like, crystals and all that kind of stuff. A lot of times you can do that, but you also have to reprogram yourself or use spiritual alchemy. Start interacting with more positive people. Hang around people you want to be like. That's why they say you are the 5 people you hang around is who you become. So hang around more positive people if you want to get rid of negative energies. Okay? And don't sleep with nothing negative or broke. That's literally it. If you want high self-esteem, go find somebody with high self-esteem, sleep with them. Or talk to them or exchange energies with them for, a good amount of time. It works the same. You can have conversation after conversation after conversation. But, if you want that quick energy exchange, then find somebody with some high self-esteem. Okay? You said, and wealthy people, rich with high self-esteem. There you go. That'll boost you up quick. Just think, you can be able to brag on it. Well, the last person I was with was super rich and they were like very high self-esteem. Instead of last man I was with was dusty. You see, it automatically boosts your self-esteem just to even say it. So imagine how it will feel to interact with that energy. Yeah. So just make sure you understand. And then how you feel at that moment, you can charge your objects with. Like if you make a perfume for self-esteem or attraction or whatever, right after you engage with a certain person or whatever, you're at a high frequency. Charge your stuff when you're at that high frequency. So the game is real. So, okay, you just got done. Okay, go charge some stuff at home real because I'm feeling good. So charge your stuff when you're feeling at a high frequency. When you're feeling good about yourself. Da 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 da. Don't charge your stuff when you're feeling bad because that energy and that frequency that you're putting in there is not going to be as high. And you got to get in a good mood. Put some music on or think about something that makes you feel more energized and happy. A memory. If you can't, interact with anyone. How to cleanse the sexual energy in the astral realm on an ex who tries to sleep with you in the astral realm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just block them in the astral realm. Don't you, okay, take control of your dream in the astral realm, or take control of the situation in the astral realm, and don't sleep with them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You got to have program yourself to be able to take control in the astral realm. Okay, or bring somebody else there with you so he can go away. You said cord cutting. Well, you can do that too, but I like to keep access just in case I need something. You know what I'm saying? Don't burn your bridges, baby. You might need something from that person one day. You got to go back and get it, unless they were super dusty and there's nothing you want from them. So I understand why some people do the cord cutting. If that man is super dusty and there's nothing you want from him, cut it. Yeah, but keep the ones you want. Don't cord cut the ones you want. All right, because you can always go back in the astral realm and get what you need, or at least in your memories or the astral dream world. But make sure you're only cutting ties to stuff you don't want. Okay. Thanks for the donation. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So yeah, get your intentions, and don't be in a negative mood when you guys do this. Get your self-esteem as high as you can. Get your frequency and your mood as high as you can before you start charging stuff or putting intention into things. Don't do it while you're sad and depressed. Don't do it while you're feeling bad about yourself, because that energy is not going to be good to charge anything with. Okay? Unless you're trying to charge energy, unless you're trying to put that energy into something to give it to somebody you don't like. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Play with the video. Okay, yeah. You're getting to make a manifestation jar or journal. Okay, great. You're going to make, okay, yeah, make one. Yeah, if you're cognitive to know that they are doing that, you are clear enough to stop it. Exactly. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or take advantage of the situation if they have something that you want. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They might have come to get something from you, but you could take something from them if you are able to do so. You got to be careful too, because sometimes, okay, you got to be careful. And here's an interesting little tidbit. Sometimes people can come in the disguise of someone that you like, if they know who you like. You know what I'm saying? So they say, okay, well, I know they like this person. They don't like me, but they like this person. So in my astral travels, I want to look like this person. So that's another glamour type of magic. That's a glamour magic. Like on The Craft, when she was going to seduce that guy who, was the other dude's. I mean, remember on The Craft when Nancy went to seduce that guy at the party and she used the glamour magic to look like, the girl he really liked? It's the same thing. So when you are in the astral realm and you may see someone that looks familiar, but they may be in a glamour, because if the person that knows that you like this certain particular person, they're going to use that so that you can give it to them. But here's the thing, you as an individual know the energy of the real person, and if you don't feel that energy, you're going to know it's going to be a red flag. And so then you can counteract whatever they're trying to take from you and take from them. Okay. You can't fool women, because we especially certain types of women, because we know energy. Like if you send like if you send yourself disguised as a person that someone likes, most of the reason that women like certain people is for their energy, not what they look like, especially women. So if you send us just the outside glamour appearance, but you don't have the energy to go behind it, people are going to know. Okay. Some people energy you can't copy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So if you all are getting that type of thing happening to you, pay attention to that person's energy in the astral travel, in the astral realm. Because if that energy is strong, you'll know it. It's them. If it's not very strong at all, if they're moving too quick so you don't notice, if it's very sudden, those are some indications. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And what will happen is in the real world, like whatever you choose to do to them in the astral, in the real world, it's going to have an effect on them. So it can be symbolic. It can literally be something physical. So just pay attention. That way you're knowing who it was. So for example, if you injure something on someone or take something from someone in this astral realm, it's going to reflect in the real life. Okay. Something's going to show in your real life that part of that person has been affected, or whatever you took from them or whatever you did to them, it's going to reflect on them or in their life. And so that's how you'll know. Okay. Okay. Yeah, astral travel, sleep, dream. So make sure you understand that. The realm where people can visit you and try to take energy. That realm, baby. That realm. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And so here's the thing. A lot of people try to do magic or try to, visit you. And sometimes their energy is not great, or it's not as strong, or it's not as good, and you can always tell. So if you're sensitive or psychically inclined, it'll be easier for you to tell what's what, who's who, and da 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 da. You said how to protect yourself there. The best thing I could tell you is to charge yourself and train yourself to recognize what's good or harmful to you and what's beneficial to you, and start to practice it in everyday life. Don't mess with anything non-beneficial. And even in your subconscious mind, when you're dreaming, when you're in the astral realm, you're going to automatically reject from your gut, from your intuition, anything not beneficial, because you're practicing it in your real life every day. It becomes a part of your DNA, your alchemy, your energy. Okay. So if you reject things that are non-beneficial to you, as far as people are concerned, every day, it's going to be so easy to recognize, even in the astral realm. Okay. So that's why you got to walk and talk, walk the walk, talk the talk, in every way. As above, so below, as within, so without. As on earth as it is in the heavens. So therefore, you can't be going around being a people pleaser, being a pygmisha, taking what's not good for you or beneficial to you, and then you get in the astral realm, and then wondering why you're getting all this negative energy. You got to live the life you want and make those types of decisions, because you'll be able to recognize whatever that energy is trying to take or give, period. Okay. There you go. You don't spend enough time to let your menstrual cycle sync up. What? Y'all talking to each other. All right. Um, he said when you ignore him, he shows up in your dreams. Oh, okay. Well, my advice to anyone, show up as yourself and don't try to come in disguise. If that person is not attracted to you, then don't show up in a sexual capacity. Show up in a way that you just want to talk or something like that. Because that's, tricking people is not good. Especially people that can see straight through stuff. If someone is very observant and they can see minute details and everything, and women are very observant. A lot of women are very observant. Don't try to know glamour spells and trick women, because women know energy. Women pay very close attention to minute details. Very close attention. There you go. He said it will repulse them. Where can you learn more? Girl, you got to just get on the journey. Just start reading. I have there's just so much. There's so many things to learn, but because I've been doing this since I was a child. I've been learning this stuff since I was a child. But maybe a book on whatever you're attracted to learn right now is where you need to start. So I would say go wherever you're pulled to and start learning from there. There's no correct order. What can you use to protect yourself from envious people? Not caring. Don't even acknowledge their presence. They don't exist. You don't exist to me. Remember Nancy? Say, you don't even exist to me. They don't exist. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Live your life as if they don't exist. That is the best thing I can tell you. So you gotta, like, if they're, especially if they're online and you don't have to deal with them in the real world, it's so easy to pretend people don't exist. All right. All right. So, live your life as if those envious people are no longer in your life. Okay. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Your friend is into the occult but goes to church and all that. Is it possible to believe and practice both of them? Well, if you believe in the occult, the whole Bible is metaphor. So it doesn't even matter. The whole Bible is metaphor. As long as you don't believe it literally, I think you'll be all right. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Eventually, people learn so much that they understand and see through the metaphor and are able to see more clearly. And then they may laugh at themselves later on. So it just depends on how far they are in their learning. Yeah. Why do the spiritual whistleblowers got your name in their mouth? Because I'm fabulous, man. I don't even know who they are. Sprinkle, sprinkle. People only talk about people that are interesting and, doing good things or have a name that's recognizable for clout. I don't know. I don't care. I don't even know who they are. So I feel like a lot of people think that they have to make money too. So they got to find somebody to talk about. They ain't gonna talk about somebody that no one knows. So It's literally just a bottom feeder. Feeding on y'all for clicks. That's all it is. They're not feeding on me. They feed on y'all, whoever click on it. They're just using me for the bait. And I'm not even there. So just think of it like that. Like when you make videos, you know, talking negative and trash about other YouTubers and stuff like that, it's only to feed on the clicks and the energy of the people that want to see it. So this depends on, you know, they need some clicks and money for their videos. Thank you. What about Deuteronomy that says we should not do occult things and stuff? I don't do what people tell me to do. If I did that, I wouldn't be where I am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So here's the thing. If you're going to tell me something, I'm not going to do it. I have to have free will. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You don't tell me, like I said, you don't tell me what to do. So if anything is telling me not to do something, I don't trust it. If anyone is keeping you from a certain type of knowledge, go to it. Only because they're trying to keep you from it. Like, why shouldn't I do that? Because once you learn those things, you'll be able to see the metaphor in religion. Once you learn those hidden symbols and all that kind of stuff, you're going to see straight through religion. That's why they don't want you to learn it. They put fear into you because when you figure it out, it literally becomes a joke. Okay? So that's why they don't want you to do that. Because then the jig is up, basically. And remember which one came first. Paganism and the occult came way before the Bible and Christianity and any Abrahamic religion. So they get a lot of their stuff from ancient, beliefs, and then they rewrite the story to suit patriarchal religion. And then they leave the goddess or the feminine aspect out of it. And then they put fear into you. And they try to make you converge and put fear so that you don't learn anything else. But literally the hidden or the occult or the dark is literally the feminine energy that's revealing intuition and the subconscious mind to you behind the symbolism and the metaphor of patriarchal religion. So therefore, if you learn it, you'll see straight through it. It's that easy. Okay. It's like hiding a kid's toy and saying, don't go down there. There's a monster in there. But it's just their toy that you're hiding from them. That they want to have. So the kid is scared. Don't go down there because they think it's a monster down there. But it's, that's because you just hid the toy there. And so they're going to grow up their whole life believing there's a monster through that door, and they better not open it. And then when they get old and they get grown and they don't believe in monsters anymore, they open the door and find their old toy and they're like, what the heck? They lied. That's how it's going to feel. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just think about this. When you, like, the first people on the planet, they weren't born with religion. They weren't born with rules. Religion is man-made. There you go. Who do I think about? Jesus. Very good alchemist. Strange name for somebody living in the Middle East. But, sounds very non-Middle Eastern. But sound like Jesus. They got any Miguels over there? You know what I'm saying? They got any Juans and Miguels over there? Any Pacos? All right. All right. Yeah. Perhaps they were trying to allude to his frequency when they used that name. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, let me scroll up. You did a beauty spell and you got men paying bills? Oh my goodness. Get your money, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Good for you. Said Rico Suave, girl. He said, and ye are gods. Yep. You just found this channel last week and absolutely appreciate all the knowledge. I want to read all the books on your Amazon book list, but I also want to just listen to you all. Sprinkle, sprinkle thing. If you join the Patreon, I do have a lot of PDF books on there that you can get access to as well. And it's in the description bar, my Patreon. Thank you. Appreciate that. Very nice. Do I forget to recharge my favorite items sometimes? Um, well, if you're constantly thinking certain things and you're holding something, you're either going to remember or you're going to be charging it anyway with your own vibration because you're thinking, abundance or whatever. But for other items, when I'm just not thinking, yeah, I may not have picked this up for a while, but when I do pick it up, I'll remember what it's for, and then I can charge it right there instantly. You know what I'm saying? So just depends on how often you use the objects. He said, leave Rico Suave out of this. Y'all are silly. Yeah, when it comes to believing any religions literally, I don't, because it's all metaphor. I do enjoy decoding the religion and breaking down the metaphor, but I don't take it literally. So, because a lot of those stories have been taken from other cultures from a time way before any of those religions. All right. They try to scare people away from the occult knowledge and always try to keep people feeling guilty, and they try to keep people in they can't do that to a lot of these modern, people that know better. It doesn't work on them anymore. But that's so true, Roxy. They do try to scare you. And then when you just come straight with knowledge, they got to go because they can't battle any knowledge that you've received or that you've learned with religion. It doesn't go together. Knowledge and religion don't go together. Either you believe or you know. Knowledge is know. Knowledge, no. Believe is something that you just have faith in because someone told you. So there's the difference. All right. When you come with knowledge, they scatter like roaches. They sure do. I mean, even in the beginning of the Bible, when they ate from the tree of knowledge of good and evil, they had to go because the jig was up. It's like, okay, y'all done ruined it. Y'all figured it out. Y'all peeked behind the curtain, like on the Wizard of Oz. Y'all got to go. Bye. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's just like the Wizard of Oz when she peeks behind the curtain. Oh, you're not a wizard. It's the same thing. So you don't believe in the great and powerful Oz? Well, I don't know. What's behind this curtain over here? Oh, you can't go behind that curtain. Why not? I do what I want. And then I go behind the curtain. I'm like, okay, I see you. So, that's why they put those types of things in the Bible to keep you from going behind that curtain. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, Not sure how true it is, but I heard the verse that says, "Suffer not a witch to live," was added around the same time Salem witch trials, just so they could justify the killings. True, sprinkle, sprinkle. You can also take that in a different way too. Like you could transmute that whole phrase. So, suffer not a witch to live. Okay. So you could say, like, okay, the witch can say, "I'm not alive." So I'm not alive. So you ain't got to kill me. Or you can say, "It takes a witch to know a witch." Then point the finger right back at them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because how else would you know? Thank you, bee flowers. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And if only the men could add stuff to the Bible, then how fair is that to women? And like I said, the same story of Jezebel. So many people stole land from women and killed them so they can get a hold to their land. And then they're going to talk trash about a Jezebel who did the same thing, a woman named Jezebel who did the same thing. Not just for herself, but for her kingdom or whatever. But now she's the villain. So they're always going to turn and vilify the woman because she keeps looking behind the veil. And she knows a little bit more because she's in tune with the divine feminine energy that they try to suppress or that they keep hidden. So that's why I'm saying, you know what? Any patriarchal religion is not for me, especially if they removed the woman on purpose. That means you don't even like women. So why would I follow a religion like that doesn't even like me? You know what I'm saying? Would you follow some people that don't even like you? Would you follow a belief system that doesn't even like you and wants you dead? I said, thanks to bee flowers, sprinkle, sprinkle. And I don't think okay. I read that one already. Thank you. Yeah, I don't think I skipped one. If I did, I'm trying to see. Yeah, I think I got them all, but I'll look up here. Let's see. Okay, this is not the right channel, ma'am. You're on the spiritual channel. So ask me in the permanent comments on my other video. Don't chase behind no man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's the best advice I can give you. Never chase behind a man. If they want you, they'll get you. Because you don't want them coming back saying, "Well, I never wanted you. You're the one that came on to me. You're the one that hounded me. You're the one that nagged me because I never wanted to be in this situation." So don't ever chase a man. Okay. Don't ever chase a man. Ever, ever, ever. Period. If they don't want you enough to put a ring on your finger, then go find someone who does. If that's what you want. All right. You don't chase, you attract. Exactly. It's the same thing as saying don't go behind the curtain. The first thing someone's going to do is go behind that curtain when they get a chance. So you act like you don't even want marriage. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do you charge an everyday item with magic? I'm like, okay, girl, I'm about to go. You got to watch it from the beginning. But thank you for at least clicking on the video and adding a comment. But I'm getting ready to go anyway, so you can just replay this from the start and get all the good information. Get you a pen and paper because, I was given a lot of information and stuff like that. You said become a Jezebel. Yeah. So y'all do whatever y'all need to do spiritually. That's the best thing I can tell you. It doesn't matter what I do. Just do what's best for y'all. What do I think about the Mandela effect? Depends. It depends on which one you're speaking about because there's different ones, like different examples. So some of them are legit, some of them aren't, or some of them can be explained, some of them can't. So just depends on which one you're looking at. How do I feel about lucid dreaming? What do you mean, how do I feel about it? I think most people can do it if they try. I would just say if you're not good, if you can't do it, then start manifesting in real life and it will transfer over into, your dreams. Mhm. Here we go. You said drink some mugwort tea, yeah, for astral travel. If you have trouble lucid dreaming, start manifesting things in real life first because that's the same thing. Manifesting or willing something in real life is the same thing as lucid dreaming. So you have to feel your own power in this world, in this realm as well, so that you know you're capable of it. And instead of taking a week, a day, it's instant in that world, in that realm. So that's how you can practice um, being able to vibrate on that frequency of you being able to create change through your own will. Okay. Don't ask me about like generic stuff. Like I don't care about that kind of. If you can Google it, don't ask me. If you can literally just Google the dumb questions, don't ask me because the reason why I say that is because it's like y'all don't have nothing else to ask, so you just put something in there. If you can Google it, Google it. All right. Um, like if you have the most basic questions that can literally be Googled, Google is going to be able to tell you a lot more. I promise you. Thoughts on toilet paper? Well, I'm glad it was invented. Okay. Thoughts on bottled water? Very convenient. Your energy feels heightened when I watch your channel. Uh-oh, sprinkle, sprinkle. Monique, I appreciate you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. I'd rather y'all just tell me a joke in the comments. Thank you, Monique. But like, y'all with the silly questions or the basic questions, just tell me a joke. Make me laugh. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I gotta go, y'all. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all on the next one. Y'all hit the like button and remember all the links that I talked about are gonna be in the description bar. And some of them may be throughout the chat and as well. So I'll see y'all on the next one.